It's a feature we haven't done in a while. It's where we
No.
examine the terrible crimes committed to
Yes.
cars across the world. From driving a 1988 Ford Punto on a run-flat tire for the rest of its life, even putting sawdust into the gearbox. We basically find a car for sale across the world, a
Yes, we do.
terrible car that
Mm.
there's the pile of feces that is going to be the crowned, the glorious king of the hill. It is time for the Car-Boyz for the Pup of the Week, aka Turd of the
It is
Week.
indeed.
This week we had an email from Dave in Dalston. I bet you it's trendy. This this
Oh,
car came
yes.
up on a popular auction site. You know the one. The car is being listed as spares only,
Oh, dear.
but thinks it's an absolute bargain. Now we were talking about Land Rovers. This is a 2017 Land Rover Discovery Sport 2 litre
Yeah.
TD4 4x4 SE Tech with undisclosed mileage on the clock and quite a few dented panels, just a few, and a bent chassis. Destroyed front wheels, there we go. I assume control arm's gone, almost every window, apart from the front, smashed in, probably the airbags have all gone off. This is definitely a complete write-off and will never get back on the road. So, Rich, why should you buy this vehicle?
Well, you see, usually on Turd of the Week, or Pick of the Pups, I choose a car that you shouldn't buy. But I'm going to turn it around this week because I'm going to say if you
Buy
own a
it.
Land Rover Sport in
Yes.
white, you've got a lot of land or you've got somewhere to store it for 350 quid, you should buy this car.
Ooh.
I think it's a bargain. Now, why would I say that? If you own a white Land Rover, this, what is it? It's a disco, isn't it?
Yeah.
Disco, no,
Yeah.
Land Rover Sport. If you own a white Land Rover Sport, and you've got space to store this old clapped out piece of rubbish, it's a perfect donor car.
Yeah.
You could put it in outbuildings. You could stick it under a tarp in a garage. The windscreen looks in good nick. The
Mhm.
windscreen is still there. How much is a windscreen going to cost you? As is the bonnet. There's no dents in that. You take a look at the engine bay. There you go.
Yep.
Engine bay is looking
Yes.
nice and clean. Also, at least the front two are knackered. Actually, that's quite worrying. If you do look at the front wheel, does that look like blood under there?
Oh, that
It
could well be.
does. Anyway, let's not go down
Crime
that
scene
road.
investigation.
Yeah, crime scene investigation on Car-Boyz. It's our new show. We investigate crimes we find on the internet. I reckon the back alloy's all right. So you've at least got
Yeah.
one alloy usable. The light clusters are good. And I had a look around the back. The light clusters are good around the back. The seats and the interior are in good condition. Now, the reason I'm saying this is how much is it for one Land Rover part, a genuine Land Rover
Yeah.
part? 350 quid. How much is a
Yeah.
bonnet going to cost you? £1,000. How about a new front seat? £2,000. What about the instrument cluster? Alloy wheels? £150. A new head gasket, replacement water pump, a new fuel
Mm.
tank. Things like that on a I mean, even a branded Land Rover set of car mats are going to cost you more than £100.
Yeah.
Shell out 350 for this. If you're in love with your Land Rover Discovery Sport, for that what it is, you're in love with your disco, you want to keep it for a few years, you've got space to store this, go out, buy it, and just forget about it. And every time you need a part, just go, I need a part. Oh yeah, I've got one of those.
The thing is, I certainly know in London, probably about 3 or 4 years ago, there was big trade in stealing headlights and lights from Land
Land
Rovers.
Rovers, because they're so
So
expensive to repair.
yeah, yeah. So if you got these, as you said, just it's worth more in its some of its parts than the whole vehicle altogether.
I think every single car I've owned, apart from my expensive Honda Accord, which is relatively new, has been put. It used to be I'd go to a breaker's yard, and then there was a place in East London I found that sold Ford parts. It was like a shop full of old Ford parts. I remember getting a
Yeah.
wing mirror for my Escort for £15. And now it's eBay. I just use
Yeah.
eBay. Need a new thing. It comes with a guarantee. On my wife's car, I mean, I bought a spare. She had the spare wheel, but she didn't have the screw that went down to lock it in.
Yeah.
The spare wheel used to rattle around a lot. I looked online. Honda wanted, I think, £32. I got one online for £6. All it is a screw to screw the thing down. The screw to stop the
Mm.
wheel rattling around. It's amazing. I got well, actually, no, I did for my Honda Accord. Stupid thing doesn't come with a spare, but the wheel plan is exactly the same as the Honda Jazz. the actual plan on the wheel itself where the nuts are.
Yep.
My guy said, "Oh no, you just get any, as long as that plan's the same." I think £35 for my run flat, and that sits in the wheel well. £35, and it came with a little screw thing to screw it all down. So fantastic! I was a happy bunny. I mean, you can do this, and this does suspiciously look like blood, though, there, doesn't it?
Also,
Go on.
in the previous thing that we were talking about was cars being stolen. He's from Dave is from where did he say he was from?
Dalston.
Ah, okay. Maybe this is like one of those Land Rovers that's been stolen from Essex or something like that.
It is the colour of a certain Colombian marching powder, isn't it?
And also stilettos.
And that is, of course, that's the end of Picking the Pups, the Turd of the Week. If you want to get your Turd of the Week or suggest anything or get any questions to the Car-Boyz or even comment on the show, you can email the Car-Boyz at car-boys with a Z, always with a Z, at outlook.com. Facebook, we are car-boys with a Z, always with a Z, at Car-Boyz, 4 Zs. Twittering, car-boys at car_boys with a Z. Instagram, at Car-Boyz with the 3 Zs. Not the 4.